Peace and love, beautiful souls, sacred souls. It's your girl, Sacred Secret here. And today, baby, we are going to talk about the first full moon of 2025. Well, of the Gregorian calendar, because if you really know, you know that the New Year's doesn't start till March, but that's a whole nother video. So we're going to talk about the first full moon that is coming on January 13th in the Gregorian calendar, which is the wolf moon in Cancer. Okay, so if y'all know a little bit about Cancer, y'all know that this is an emotional, very deep moon that is going to have us kind of in our emotions, have a lot of feelings high, a lot of feelings all over the place, a lot of feelings around our home, our family, things like this, because Cancer gets us deep, right? So in this video, we're going to dive deep into what this full moon is about, what the energy is bringing, and how we can harness it to help us on our journey, and just things that we can do to really tap into this energy, okay? So if you're here for the first time, again, I'm Sacred Secret. My channel is all about helping you to expand on your journey, literally teaching you all of the spiritual and financial tips to help you grow and create financial freedom in your life, to build the life and business that you want, and most importantly, just sharing like my journey and things that can help you, okay? So welcome to my channel. If you have not yet, please subscribe, hit the like button, and comment and tell me where you're from. I love to know where my message is getting to. Tell me where you're from, how you found me, and yeah, just all those good things. Let's engage. Even drop your YouTube. If you're a content creator, please drop your YouTube. I will follow you back. I will subscribe. I'm all about us growing with each other. 2025, we are supporting each other. We are growing together. So drop it in the comments. I'm going to follow you. Other people follow each other. Let's grow with each other. Okay? Period. All right, now let's get into this full moon. So call this moon the wolf moon. And the reason is because back in the day, you know, our ancestors, they would always hear the wolves howling at the moon, right? They would howl so loud around this time of the year during the winter days that they decided to start calling it the wolf moon, because it brought all the wolves out, right? So this is the historical reason why this is called that. But realistically, we are in this, it's in Cancer's home sign, right? So Cancer revolves around the home. It revolves around family. So most of the elements around this full moon are encouraging us to really dive deeper into our family, family values, family history, emotional trauma that we might have around our family, and just really taking a deeper look into these emotions, because right now we're being challenged to actually go deeper and like really feel those emotions, right? And I'm sure you guys are all feeling it. I'm sure that, you know, we're in a very emotional space right now because of this Cancer energy. And if you haven't felt it, then baby, I don't know, but I've been feeling it. Like emotions have been so high. I felt so lonely this weekend. I was like, oh my God, I just want to be with my family. You know, it's like, but we were snowed in here in Atlanta, so I was home alone. I just really wanted to go to my cousin's house and be snowed in with her, but I couldn't. And I was like, dang, this is that Cancer moon. This is that Cancer energy. Got me feeling like I need to be with the collective, with my community, you know? And it's okay. Sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need to allow ourselves to get around our community, get around the family, get around the people that make us feel our emotions, that make us feel love, make us feel the power of just our emotions, right? So this Cancer moon is doing that for us. This Cancer moon is inviting us to do some deeper emotional work, okay? So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're ready to tap into this Cancer energy, because it's going to help us a lot on our 2025 journey and preparing for the real New Year's on March 21st, okay? So let's get into it. The full moon, what is the full moon? The full moon literally illuminates the world around us. It enhances our emotions, our feelings, all of these things. So for it to be in the sign of Cancer, it's almost like 10xing these emotions, because Cancer is a very emotional sign. It's a very intuitive sign, right? Like it actually calls us to tap into our deeper emotions, our intuitive side, creating an opportunity to actually release the past or release the things that have been holding us back emotionally. And it's giving us the opportunity to also just kind of just dig deeper into all of the things that we emotionally need to let go of so that we can actually grow and take it to the next level, prepare space for all of the new things that are looking to come into our life, right? Cancer's energy enhances our intuitive insights. So right now, it's very important to pay close attention to your inner voice because your inner voice holds a lot of the wisdom that you need. It literally has so many answers that you're looking for, but you just have to learn how to quiet yourself and listen to your own inner self. You need to be able to hear the God inside yourself so that you can hear, hear, hear. Hear. You got to be able to hear, y'all. A lot of times we have so many distractions from these phones, from life, from work, from the news, all the chaos going on, constantly keeping us distracted from being able to even hear our own inner voice. Okay? I cannot stress how this is keeping you from being able to tap into your higher self. Like not taking the time to quiet your mind, to sit in stillness, and to push all other sounds out is causing a blockage from you being able to hear your own intuitive inner voice. So this moon, if you've been avoiding that, I really encourage you to take the time during this full moon to sit still and listen. Listen to your heart. Listen to your gut. Listen to the intuitive voice inside of you for the answers that you need to actually release the things that you need to release and to actually step into your higher self and what you're calling and your purposes for this next cycle. Okay? I'm quiet it out. Quiet it out. Okay. The Cancer full moon is encouraging us to actually nurture our relationships at home, in our family, with our loved ones, like actually taking the time to really pour into the dynamics in our life that matter and to create like a harmonious environment all the way around us with our friends, with our family, with the people that we spend the most time with, because whether we want to admit it or not, they do affect a lot of our emotional balance sometimes. So if we can create a beautiful, harmonious energy between our loved ones, then this will help a lot on our journey. And this Cancer energy will help us with that. This Cancer energy will help us all to have our hearts open a little bit more and be able to be more receiving, maybe more receiving of our loved ones, right? So this is a good time for that. It's a good time to focus on your loved ones, your family, and to foster like a sense of belonging with the ones that you love, with your collective, okay? So family and home, that's what Cancer rules, okay? Now, of course, be mindful that emotions are running super high because of the Cancer full moon. So maybe if it's like a heated family argument, things like that, maybe this isn't the best time to actually talk about it, but it's a great time to actually dig deep on your own, in your own space, and actually like go over the situation, do the shadow work around it, try to find out what triggered you about this. Why is this situation the way it is, and how could it have been better? How could I have made this maybe have had a different result? How can I create a better, circumstance in this situation with my loved ones, like just being aware and using the self-awareness on yourself to really ask yourself like, okay, what could have been done differently in this situation? What could I have done differently? What did I do to cause this situation? Things of that. Being really accountable for yourself and digging deeper and having a more empathetic outlook for everybody on each side, right? Because sometimes we tend to only think about our own feelings and we don't take the time to think about how others are feeling in the situation. And that can cause a lot of issues, right? So it's so important for us to just take ourselves out of our own feelings sometimes and actually look at things from the outside and remember that everybody is a human. Everybody is a human being on their own journey. And not everybody is evolved as you or has the same understanding as you on a lot of things. So not everybody is going to think the same as you. So being able to give people grace on their journey, being able to just really allow people to be where they're at, love them, obviously creating boundaries and not letting anybody to walk over you, but also just being empathetic and seeing things from all angles is so important, right? So utilize this Cancer energy to really help you to dig deep on situations like that you might be holding on to, that you can release during this full moon. And you can use this Cancer energy to help you repair those wounds. You can use this Cancer energy to help you really focus on rebuilding those foundations and nurturing those relationships that might have some type of tarnish in it, or some blockage there, especially if you actually love these people and you really want to fix it. This is a good time to actually do some self-reflection and ask yourself, but also be mindful of your emotions being high, okay? Because everybody's emotions are high right now. Let's just be honest. It is what it is, right? So just practice compassion, practice, grace, practice these things, and really practice emotional expression without judgment. Oh, this is a big one. We have to learn how to give space for people to express their emotional feelings without judging or projecting how we think that they're supposed to think or act or feel or show up, right? Because everybody's not the same. Everybody doesn't think like you. And when we can learn to release that idea that everybody is supposed to think or act like us, we will learn to have such an easier flowing life, because we can only control ourselves and our reactions. And once we realize that and we're okay with that, it's a lot easier to accept when people fall short, because, they're just humans being humans. Humans being humans. And the fact is, most humans have not done the work to show up maybe how you're showing up. A lot of people need healing. A lot of people have a lot of trauma that they're holding on to. And we have to give grace. We have to give grace, and we have to give compassion to these people. Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's all I'm going to say. But this Cancer full moon, baby, it's potent. Emotions are high. Let's definitely tap in, and let's definitely just be aware. Just be aware of everybody's emotions all around us, okay? Now, the world is already on edge, right? We got fires burning in LA. We got the South covered in snow. Like, the world is upside down right now. Not to mention all of the literal, it's genocide going on right now. I didn't want to say the word, because these platforms are literally censoring the fact of what's going on overseas. And, it's traumatic. It's a lot of things going on around the world that are causing a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, a lot of confusion in our people. And now is the time that we really, really have to have compassion and love for each other. We really, really have to show up for one of each other. And we have to make sure that we know that we got each other, that you're supported, that you're loved, that you have people that love you. And, if you feel like you don't, I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart that I love you. I love you. And you are loved. And you are powerful. And you are so special. Like there's only one you. When the Creator, the Most High, created you, nothing and no one was created like you. And even if you don't have the best family foundation or friends or people that show up for you, I want you to know that that's okay. It doesn't matter. I grew up without my mother. I grew up without most of the things that typical children grew up with. My lifestyle was not a pretty white fence. I was born a refugee in the middle of the war. I came as an immigrant. I was an illegal immigrant for so many years. I couldn't even work. Okay. Like my life and my journey, if you really knew the story, you would be like, wow, how does this girl even show up? But I show up because I chose not to be a victim. I chose at a young age. I knew at like 15 years old, I knew that my life was destined for greatness. I knew that no matter what or where I came from, that my future, oh my God, I had the opportunity to write my future, and I was not going to let anybody be the author of my story. You know, I left home and moved to a whole new country at 17 years old. At 17 years old, with no family, no friends, no nothing. And I figured this shit out. I figured it out, fam. And I just share that with you right now. I don't even know why Spirit just told me to share that, but I just want to share that to just let you know that your past, your circumstances, your family, whatever you were born into, none of that matters. None of that matters. What matters is you. What matters is the choices that you make today for you on your journey and what you want to create for your life. That's what matters. The choices that you make for you today is what's going to matter for your legacy, for your children, for your bloodline, right? It doesn't matter what your parents did or what your ancestors did. Although yes, it's in our blood and we can tap into that to utilize it when we want to. We can also do the exact opposite, and we can cut it off, and we can create a whole new bloodline. You know what I mean? So just know that you're loved. You are so loved. I love you. And if you made it this far on this video, this message was definitely for you. And I just want you to know that you are so loved and you are so powerful, and you can literally create anything you want. Like, you were literally created in the Most High's image. So that means you have all of the power inside of you to create anything you want. Anything you want. You can create it. It starts with a vision. It starts with imagination. It says that. All you have to do is imagine it. If you can imagine it, if you've been given the vision, then it's already done. You, in the human form, just have to actually do the actionable steps in this realm to make it come to life, to make it actually be able to be tangible in your hands right now. So just know you got the power, okay? Okay, I'm done with that rant. Now let's talk about how we can utilize the full moon energy to actually help us with tapping into this power and actually creating the things that we want to create on the journey, right? Like, what can we do now? So I'm going to give you a few tips that you can use to do you a full moon ritual, or some practical things that will help you to tap into this energy and step into your power. All right. So of course, during the full moon, it's always a great time to have you a full moon ritual. The energy is always good for 3 days before the full moon and 3 days after. So that means you have about 7 days of this energy that you can utilize and harness to help amplify your intentions, amplify your manifestations, and really actually bring the things that you want to fruition, right? So if you don't already, the first thing you need to do is create a sacred space somewhere in your home where you can actually sit down, reflect, and set your intentions, right? We want to make sure that this is a space where we will not be disturbed, okay? And if you're in a house with children and all these things, sometimes you got to even just do this in the bathroom. And I know that sounds crazy. My altar is actually in my closet because I like to go in there, just shut it, and nobody can see it. It's my own space. No eyes are boarding in on me. Like, just, it's my own space. But sometimes when I have a lot of people in the house, my secret is just go in the bathroom and lock the door and create my vibe in there. So it's an option if you don't have somewhere to do it. But either way, create yourself a sacred space where you can reflect and set your intentions. If you can, get a white candle, something to represent purity, something to help represent the clarity that you're calling in. And you can also get a black candle to represent the things that we're letting go of, okay? So light these candles. We're going to light the white one while we're setting our intentions and reflecting. And we're going to light the black one when we're writing down all of the things that we're going to let go of during this season, okay? Now, second, I'm going to give you guys some journal prompts that you can use to ask yourself during this ritual. So if you haven't yet, grab a pen. Grab a pen. I'm going to wait for you. Good. Okay, grab a pen. Good. You got a paper? Okay, good. I'm going to give you guys these questions. If you have to pause the video, write the questions down, pause, screenshot, whatever you got to do, write these down and use these journaling prompts during your ritual to help you, okay? So first, we're going to start off with our reflection prompts, okay? These are going to be the questions that we're going to ask ourselves about the things we need to let go of, the things that we want to release, and the things that maybe have been holding us back on our journey, okay? So my first question is, what were my biggest fears during 2024? That's your first question, okay? So write that down. What were my biggest fears during 2024? So write these questions down. If you want to, you can pause during the video and do it. But I prefer if you just write the questions down and actually do this during your ritual, so that the energy is very potent, so that you are in that space and really listening to your inner voice when you're answering these questions. Don't just answer it off the top of your head. Yeah, actually, do not do this during the video. Make sure that you do it during your ritual in your sacred space where you have set the tone and you have set the vibe so that you can actually tap into your inner voice and hear the answers that you need to hear from yourself, okay? So just write these questions down right now and then do it during your ritual, okay? Okay, so that was question number 1. So question number 2 is, what lessons did I learn from my challenges? What lessons did I learn from my challenges? Okay, so write that down. And question number 3 for our reflections is, what habits or beliefs am I ready to let go of in 2024? What habits or beliefs am I ready to let go of? Okay. So all of these reflection questions we're going to write on one separate piece of paper while we have our black candle lit, okay? At the end of our ritual, we will actually burn this paper and give it back to the universe, okay? As a symbol of us releasing it and letting it go, okay? So, boom, that's your reflections questions, okay? Now let's get into our intentions, right? And our last reflection question is going to be, what emotions have I been holding on to that I need to release? What emotions have I been holding on to that I need to release? Okay. So those 4 questions are going to be your reflection questions. You're going to use these to write on a separate piece of paper than your intentions. Okay. These are going to be your let go of, the things that we're releasing under this full moon. We're going to write out all of these things first in our ritual. We're going to start off with our reflections, lighting our black candle and writing out all of these things, listening to our inner voice and really asking ourselves and really being honest. Be honest with yourself. Nobody else is in the room. Nobody else is reading that paper but you and the Most High, okay? You and the universe. That is all. So be real and authentic with yourself and ask yourself these questions and really reflect. What emotions are my downfall? What habits do I have that are causing blockages in my life? Like, all of these questions are going to help you so much if you take them serious. And then we're going to write those out and put it to the side as we prepare our intentions, okay? Now, during this whole ritual, we're not going to ever put the candles out. A big tip that I'll maybe make a video about is we never blow candles out, okay? We never blow candles out. We always let them burn until the ritual is over. If for some reason there's a reason you have to leave your house or you can't leave the candles burning, then I recommend that you get a snuffer and you actually snuff the candle. Never blow the candle out. In many cultures and many of my amazing master teachers that I've learned from, I have been taught that we never blow out the flame, because the flame is like blowing out the light of our light, right? It's like blowing out our light, our intentions. So we never blow the candle out. Okay, so just snuff it. But again, if you can, leave both candles lit as we're doing the whole ritual, okay? All right, so now we're going to get into our intention questions, okay? So question number 1 is, what are 3 words I want to define my 2025? What are 3 words I want to define my 2025? Okay. Question number 2 is, what is one bold goal that I am ready to achieve, and why is it important to me? What is one bold goal that I am ready to achieve this year, and why is it important to me? And then question number 3 is, what are 3 habits or routines that I need to create to achieve these goals? What are 3 habits or routines that I need to create to achieve this goal? Really ask yourself, like, what are the steps that I need to take right now today? If I had to write down 3 steps, 3 habits, or 3 new routines in my life to be able to achieve this goal, what are those habits? What are those routines that I can implement in my life right now today to make sure that I achieve this goal by said date? Okay? What are they? Let's write it down. Let's pick a date. When are we achieving this goal? Okay? This is very important when we're setting our intentions, that we're very clear with what we're trying to create and when. The date is so important. We need to make sure we're picking a date and we're writing it out that these things are going to come to fruition by this date. Okay? The next question is going to be, who or what inspires you? And how can you embody that energy in your own life to help you achieve the goals that you want? Really ask yourself, like, who are people that you admire? Who are some people that you would listen to or take coaching from? Things like that. And really evaluate, like, what do you like about this person? What is it about them? Is it their values? Is it how they show up? What is it about their energy that you like? And how could you implement some of those things in your own journey or in your own life? Okay. And last but not least, the last question is, what does emotional security look like for me? That's a tough one, right? This one's gonna maybe ruffle some feathers, right? What does emotional security mean to me? Like, what does that mean for you? What does it mean to have emotional security, or to have emotional intelligence, or to, just really understand your own emotions? What would that look like for you? And how can you have more control of that in your life? Right? These are some amazing questions that are really going to help you dig deep during this full moon. This Cancer energy is going to help you really dig deep along with these questions. Baby, I promise you, you will have such revelations during this full moon ritual. It's going to be amazing. Okay. So those are your journal prompts. Those are your questions. We're going to create our sacred space. We're going to write out our reflections. We're going to write out our intentions. We're going to light our candles. Another important thing when creating your sacred space is to utilize the elements, right? So it's always good to utilize earth, wind, fire, air during your rituals. So the candle can represent your fire. It's always good to maybe have some incense lit for the air. You can utilize specific crystals like selenite or moonstone during this full moon to help enhance the intuition, enhance the different attributes that Cancer is house of. So if we use moonstone or selenite, that's going to help to amplify our intuition. And also water. Cancer is ruled by water, right? So definitely have a glass of water in your sacred space. Speak your intentions into that water during your ritual. And then at the end of the ritual, we're going to drink this water, okay? I don't know if you guys know, but water literally listens. Okay. Water holds so much. I just don't even know how to explain it. And that's definitely another video. But I promise you, the water is so important. So make sure you have the water in there. At the end of us writing our intentions and our reflections, we are going to go outside and we're going to burn our reflections. At the end of us burning it, we are going to say an affirmation saying that I release what no longer serves me and I no longer need these. I am thankful for the lessons that I learned and I release you. Okay? So after we're done doing our release, we're going to take the intentions that we read out and we're going to read out our intentions into our cup of water, okay? We're going to breathe those intentions into the water and then we are going to affirm before we drink the water. We are going to set the intention that I am ready to align and thrive in 2025 with everything that is rightfully mine. This is my year. It's my time. Shay. Shay. Or you can also create your own affirmation, whatever resonates with you. But create your affirmation that is in alignment with your intentions and then drink the water. Okay? And if you really, really want to make it even more potent, now this is the best time to utilize a spiritual bath. During the full moon, we do cleanses. Okay, during the new moon, we do spiritual baths to call in the intentions. During the full moon, we cleanse and we release the energy, right? So you can make a full moon bath super simple with probably some of the ingredients you have in your house. You can use some sea salt, some lavender, some eucalyptus. If you have any of these things in your home, throw that in your bath. If you're a spiritual girly and you got some Florida water, that is the best thing to throw in there. So you're going to do a couple drops of Florida water in your bath. I love to use Himalayan salt. I also will use different herbs. If you have access to these things, if you don't, it's fine. You can literally just use sea salt, some lavender, or some sea salt and whatever other herbs you have in the house and create your intention in that water. When you're in that bathtub, again, you're going to talk to the water, okay? I cannot stress how important this is. Please talk to the water because she listens. She listens and she's going to take your intentions so much farther than you can, okay? So talk to the water, set your intentions, let her know what you're releasing, ask her to wash it away from you and to take it. To take it because you no longer need it and you are releasing it. You're releasing it back to the universe. So allow her to remove it from you, okay? And after that, you will come out feeling brand new, baby. You will have your rebirth ready and your intentions set, and you will be ready for this next cycle, okay? I promise you, this wolf moon in Cancer offers a profound opportunity for our emotional healing, our intuitive development, and really strengthening our bond with our loved ones, really strengthening our relationships with our loved ones, right? So utilize this Cancer full moon, be intentional, and be active, okay? I'm telling you, you guys, everything is really just waiting on you. Everything. Like you're so abundant. You're so abundant. I don't even know how to explain how abundant you are because it's like not even able for me to form in words. But I promise you, abundance is your birthright. You did not come to this earth to work and pay bills and be stressed out. That was not your journey, okay? You came to this earth to make impact. You came to this earth to make change. You came to this earth to raise the frequency, you know? And we need you. We need you to step into your power. We need more powerful people in this world that are countering all of the evil that is going on, all of this destructive energy that is being put into our homes, into our families, into our hearts, right? We need to create the balance. And you have the opportunity to be a part of that balance. You have the opportunity to help fix the scales out here, right? So just by doing the work, by being intentional with your own life, you know, I swear, I thought about this the other day when Michael Jackson made the song Man in the Mirror. That song is so timeless and it's so real, you know, because it's so true. Like everything starts with each one of us looking at the man in the mirror and making the changes within ourselves. Because if we each change ourselves and do the work for ourselves and our families, our legacies, our, you know, villages, can you just imagine if we all did that, how much change we would see on this earth, how much shift we would see, you know? It's all up to us at the end of the day. So I really want to encourage you to do the work, tap into this full moon energy, tap into some of my other videos that can help you on your journey to really just unlock all of your power, to unlock and step into your greatness, to become the best version of yourself, right? Nothing is holding you back but you. It's not the algorithm. It's not the people. It's not your haters. None of that matters. Nobody can stop what God has already written for you. Nobody can stop that but you. You're the only person who can stop it. You're the only person who can choose the wrong path. You're the only person who can write your path. So, you know, be intentional and utilize all of these tools that are being brought to you. If this video came to you, it's a reason. It's a reason. So listen to it. And like, just, you know, the message comes to us in so many different ways. And I've learned so many times that, you know, the student will show up. The student will show up when they're ready. So me, I'm just putting this out here for those who are ready to actually make the shift in their lives, those who are ready, who want more, and those who are ready, who are just done playing small with their life, you know? So if that's you, I really, really hope this video resonates with you, and I really hope that it helps you on your journey to stop playing small and to step into your greatness, all right? And if you made it this far, I know it's you, and I know you're going to do this work, and I know that we're growing 2025, period, because we're doing the work. And I'm so excited to have you on this journey with me. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Listen, YouTube's algorithm is literally made for engagement. It wants to see us grow, but it wants to see us growing together. So by subscribing, it can really help me grow on this platform and really help me to be encouraged to make more videos. And if you're on your journey and you're looking to start your YouTube or your content or anything like that, please drop it in the comments, drop your page. I will follow you. I will subscribe. I will support you. I will support those. Like, we can support each other, babes. We can grow together. This is my intention during this full moon and for the whole 2025. I am no longer procrastinating with myself. I am no longer playing small. No excuses. I didn't even have a background today, but you know what? I said, no, girl, you didn't even make the last full moon video. You was traveling and you was doing all this stuff and you didn't show up, and you told the people you was going to show up. So here I am showing up. No excuses, no background, no none of that. Barely got some ring light here, but we made it happen because it's no excuses. And I want you to tap into that energy for yourself this year. No excuses. Okay. All gas, no brakes. Period. So I love you guys so much. I'm done ranting. I'm done ranting for now. I'll be back soon. Yeah, if you guys aren't already, please follow me on Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube, Sacred Secret with 2 T's. And let's grow. Let's grow. Let's have an amazing year. I love you guys so much. Until next time, stay sacred. Peace.